All we need is more factories, punching fuels into the sky. Corporate greed and perverted priests, it's the story of our life. And apathy is a national disease, and there is no end in sight, no end in sight. God save the USA, blame the president, say your prayers to. Oh, hey, Mark. Welcome to Ranking the Studio Albums by Pennywise. This is going to be probably the most punk rock band, the labels that I've done on this channel. So I'm pretty excited about that. I love some punk rock, and we're going to jump right into ranking the studio albums by Pennywise. Of course, as always, I'm going to be starting at the worst and working my way up to my favorite. I think late last year, I worked on listening to the entire discography of this band, and it was a lot of fun. I found a lot that I enjoyed that I wasn't aware of, and that's how you discover new music, people. You just listen, and you will find the things that you enjoy. Coming in at the worst is going to be 2014's Yesterday. I did not enjoy this one. There may have been a couple of songs that were okay, but overall, did not enjoy Yesterday's that much at all. I'm going to see, so it was their next to last album, 2014. So coming in next is going to be, getting a little bit better already. What do we got? 1993's, I do like this album cover, Unknown Road, is 33 minutes and 33 seconds. Interesting, very interesting. It's got some good songs in it. Nothing like super iconic, but a pretty decent pop punk record for sure. Okay, coming in next is going to be, what do we got next for Pennywise? What's your favorite Pennywise record? You gotta find these, man. Where do you gotta find these? Oh, there it is. The Fuse. Really ugly album artwork. This is tragedy. This is a tragic disaster of an album art. I think that cover just kind of dragged this album down with it a little bit. But this one's got some good tunes. 6th Avenue Nightmare, The Kids, Fox TV, and those are the highlights of The Fuse. If you want to check, that one's from 2005. And so Yesterday is definitely the worst for me. Unknown Road, I have a and The Fuse was kind of an record as well. Not bad. I'm not like hating any of these Pennywise albums, but yeah, those three were just the bottom of the barrel in terms of Pennywise records for my ears. They could be different for your ears, and that's fine. If you want to be wrong, that is perfectly fine with me. You can be wrong your whole life and not even know it, so it's fine. I'm letting you know you're wrong. You're not punk rock if your order is not exactly the same as mine. So coming up next, you know what it is if you're right. It's going to be a meh album. 2012's All or Nothing. All right, this one released May 1st, 37 minutes long. The title track's okay. Waste Another Day, Revolution, Stand Strong, Let Us Hear Your Voice, Songs of Sorrow, and other songs. This one is not bad. Not bad at all. It had some singles in All or Nothing and Let Us Hear Your Voice. So it gets a meh from me. Not bad. Not bad at all. It's just kind of meh. Okay, the next one's kind of a weird one. A little bit of a clunky album title. Let's see. Oh, this artwork. Ugh. Man, this artwork. Bad. Pennywise, About Time. This one came out in 1995. I would have been 10 years old when this came out, so definitely didn't check out Pennywise until I was in late middle school, early high school. Every song is about time, so you get peaceful day, waste of time, every single day, what you do with it, killing time. There's some passable songs on it. There's some passable songs, but the concept kind of wears thin a little bit, and it does seem really corny. Just even talking about it, just really weird. So, coming in next is the self-titled debut album. I know you guys probably are like, that's the greatest one. It's coming in next. And I have it, don't fret, because this one's not bad. This one is almost tied for their latest album, which we'll get to here in a little bit, because it's tied with this one. But this is the debut album, came out in October of 91. I would have been in first grade. Let's see what we got. Bro Hymn is on here, the classic Pennywise song that everybody knows. Bro Hymn, I downloaded it back in the day, probably 99, 2000. You got the song with the same name as the band, so that's kind of cool. Pennywise, come out fighting. Very, kind of interesting debut. Definitely showing some real potential early on there in 91 on their first album ever! And like I said, next up is going to be Never Gonna Die. And it's so punk rock that it doesn't even have an image of it on Wikipedia, because it's too punk rock for Wikipedia. But it's got several good songs on it. It's got several that I really enjoy. And even the ones that I don't enjoy, they're not terrible. They're just kind of or meh. But definitely not the worst. Definitely not the worst thing I've ever heard. Never Gonna Die. Not bad for a late era Pennywise record, for certain. Coming in next, I think I actually I definitely downloaded this one back when it came out in 2008. Reason to Believe. Love the album art on this one. Kind of iconic. The red and the black just really does well. You got the religions inside of the head, and they are bleeding. You got the religions. You got 5 religions, the Pennywise symbol, and they're bleeding. Or no, the blood is pumping up into the religion. So the blood will go through the religion and then into Pennywise. I'm not sure what that's about. So let's take a look. The Western World was one of my favorite singles by them. And what else? Something to Live For was another highlight of that record. So really, really enjoying that 2008 record by them. It was not bad by any means. 2008 didn't have too many rock records come out that year, so that one was pretty awesome in terms of my realm or my spectrum at the time. Coming in next is going to be a 1999 record. You guys know what it is. Does it have... Ooh, goodness gracious. Another atrocious album cover that betrays the music within. This thing is good. This is where I start to get really excited about Pennywise, the clown, and the band. Straight ahead with this garbage album art. Victim of Reality, One Voice, Alien. I was headbanging to Alien before I knew what headbanging was. American Dream, Need More, Never Know, Badge of Pride. This was just a really fun punk rock record from '99. Pretty well done. A lot of great songs. There's 3 really good ones. Alien is the big highlight there. Coming in next is going to be 97's. 1997, April 22nd. It's going to be this one. And if that doesn't help you, it's going to be Full Circle is what it's called. Let's take a look. Fight Till You Die, Date with Destiny, Get a Life, Society. not to be confused with F Society, or I don't know. Society's good. And then you got the Broham tribute, which is 23 minutes and 56 seconds. The album's 60 minutes long, but it's mostly just Broham tribute. Pretty great album. Then you got, let's see, 2000, a late era 2003s, From the Ashes. I don't know why, but I really like this album cover too. I seem to recall listening to this one while walking in a park. That kind of stuff stays with you if you're doing an activity while listening to an album. And this one, I love. 6 out of the 14 tracks are amazing. And it's got my favorite Pennywise record of all time on it. But there's still one more better Pennywise album. Who would have knew? God Save the USA. My favorite Pennywise song ever. Something to Change is great. Waiting is great. Salvation, Look Who You Are, Falling Down, Holiday in the Sun, This Is Only a Test, Punch Drunk, Rise Up, Yesterday's, Change My Mind, and Judgment Day. Of course, Yesterday's would end up being the title of their worst album from 2014, which is kind of a studio/compilation album. Are you guys ready for the greatest Pennywise album of all time? It was a tough one. Between From the Ashes and this one, it was a tough one. What year is this? We got to find the early 2000s. 2001. Give it a nice big blow up picture here for you guys. 2001. Boom! Fireworks, boys. Confetti and such the likes. 2001's the 6th album by Pennywise. It is their best. Let's see if everybody else thought it was too. All Music thought it was 4.5. Drowned in Sound gave it like 9 out of 10. NME gave it 0 stars. Ox Fanzine gave it favorable. And Robert Christgau gave it an N. I don't know what that means. Time Marches On, Land of the Free, The World, F Authority. That was one of the first Pennywise songs that I heard. Something Wrong with Me, Enemy, My God, Twist of Fate, Who's on Your Side, which was written by Brett Gurewitz from Bad Religion. Pretty cool. It's Up to You, Set Me Free, Divine Intervention, WTO, and Anyone's Listening. I like nearly all of these songs. It's probably 9 out of the 14 tracks on here are great, and the rest are freaking good. So if you guys, actually I've got this, you guys need this for your notes or whatever. There it is, boys. There it is, guys and girls and ladies and people and dogs. The official Ranking the Studio Albums by Pennywise. Now they did have a lead singer switch out for a while there. They're back to the original lead singer now. And I just want to do a quick bonus round for you guys. I don't have any physical copies of any Pennywise albums, but the one CD that I do have with them on it was this classic album right here. Really love this a lot. This is from 2004, I believe. Rock Against Bush, Volume 1. I had Volume 2, and I recently was trying to look up if there was a 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. There wasn't. I was looking to see if there was like a Rock Against Trump. I'm not stating my political opinion. This was a freaking awesome compilation. But yeah. Oh man. So, Rock Against Bush Volume 1 had Pennywise. Pennywise was on here along with other great punk bands. Where are they at? Pennywise, track 19, God Save the USA. There's a DVD in here too. But yeah, this is probably one of the better punk rock compilations that you can get your hands on. There's a volume 1 and 2. This is volume 1. But this one is great. This one has None More Black, Sum 41, Alkaline Trio, Epoxies, Anti-Flag, Against Me, The Offspring, The Get Up Kids, Rise Against, Ministry, which is kind of a weird pick for a punk compilation, The Descendants, Authority Zero, The Soviets, doing a cha-cha, Jello Bafri with DOA, RX Bandit, Strung Out, Strike Anywhere, The Ataris, Pennywise, like I mentioned, Denali, The World/Inferno Friendship Society, Newfound Glory, The Frisk, No Effect, Social Distortion, Less Than Jake featuring Billy Bragg. A lot of unreleased tracks from those artists too. Here's the back if you want to check that out or look it up. Just look it up. Rock Against Bush, Volume 1 and 2. Really awesome. Really kind of is the only physical copy I have of a Pennywise song. So if you guys like this video, I'm doing a lot more. I'm the best YouTuber in the universe because I know how to zoom in with my brand new cheap camera. Woo! Like and subscribe.